Thank you, Tony Kent. This is Haji Nsobya. Terrorism is something big, and you, the listener or the listeners of Magic FM, we need to take a look, a deeper breath, and think twice, because when we to explain terrorism, we may not go the way it was adopted in the legal process and the legal framework, but on a gentleman's understanding, and a lay person's understanding, we may take terrorism as any act of violence or threat to use violence where one or a group intend to achieve its goals without minding about the people and their property. He said an act of violence or threat to use violence where one or a group intend to achieve its goals without minding about the people and their properties. These goals are many. Could be religious, could be commercial, could be political, could be cultural, name it. So if one intends to achieve that, it may come in with the use of terror. This involves groups, but there are groups that may come in as a by the way. Because if we have a misunderstanding between two groups, and then a third person comes in, let me say like the attack you talked about on 2021 of CPS. The intention was to harm or to hurt the security personnel, but those passerbys came in just as what? And that's what it goes on. Terrorism is a fight of the weak, that they can't resist, they can't stand to have exchange with the government forces. And we have a lot of challenges in the fight against this scourge. One is that world over, we don't have an agreed upon definition. That's why each or every country comes up with its own definition. And the one I've just given to you is that the one for Uganda, as per our parliament in 2002. The person you may call a terrorist in Uganda, in other places, even in Uganda here, they may call him a freedom fighter. So that's how we move in. And the others call them uncles, others call them so many names. But those are the challenges, but we are there to go, and we are there to proceed and do whatever is needed and what is expected out of us. We have seen this, we have experienced it, and we are here to tell you that terrorism is real and it is there. We are not here to scare you, but these, I wouldn't want to call them Ugandans, but some are Ugandans. These people are there to cause or to maximize death and injuries, and even cause sabotage or create damage. They intend to create fear. They want to sabotage plans. They want to cause panic and many more other things. We are saying that terrorism, fighting it needs a personal awareness, needs a personal input, because you must be conscious of your own security at all times. You must know what is around you all the time, wherever you are. These criminals, should I call them criminals? They always tend to look at whatever is happening, whatever is going on, and they just tend to say, I think I could call it spoilers. These are spoilers. Any good thing you look at, or an achievement you have achieved, they tend to look at it the negative side. They want to destroy it. So wherever you are, you must know that they are targeting me and you in the way that you should know your security as an individual. We always say the security of an individual security goes up to 75%. And then we, as a security agencies, come in to boost your security with 25%. Start with your home. When you look at terrorism, don't expect to hear only bombs, but there are many things that one can use. You start with your home. Do you know your home? Do you know your bedroom? Do you know your spouse, your immediate neighbor? Do you know who is who amidst you? Do you know your children? We have workers at home. How do you get them? How do we access such people? So there may be people looking for information to see, or looking for your weakness, to see that you may be hurt or you may be targeted. We are looking at terrorism and how we can fight it. So we need to emphasize most on personal security. We talked about being at home. As you're at home at night, you ensure that you have locked your doors. You ensure that you have locked your windows. You ensure that all your dependents are within the house. At what time, I can't tell, but make sure that they are there. And take time to check on them, mostly you, the parents. We always emphasize on locking these doors and whatever, and we always say at least 2-3 times. You may start with sending the children to lock, and then the mother at home may also go to check. Lastly, the father comes in and also check. Why? To ensure your safety. Now, you may be a person driving, and you need to have passwords as you are driving home. Inform your people that you are coming back, you are about to reach. Let them be out, let them be alert, let them check.
Keep the gate open.
The gate open. As you are driving, we always emphasize that one can drive more than 2 or 3, but at least 5 vehicles at a go. You must be conscious. You must be observant. These are the techniques of fighting terrorism. You must be observant of whatever is happening around you. If you are driving, you must be careful of the vehicle in front of you, the vehicle you are driving itself, the vehicle behind you, and remember these other 2 on the sides. You remember one time when the CEO said that in the case of, it was mostly on the borders, that in the case of what you can sort out ourselves. You can sort out ourselves. But you need to sort out.
Social media turned into shooting. We can shoot ourselves.
Not shooting, to sort out ourselves. You need to know who is who.
Yes.
That was the essence. Secondly, as you are driving, be on a lookout at the vehicle following you. At what speed is it driving? Try to speed up and then reduce. Check if it passes you. If it passes you, check on its number. As you proceed, can it surface again? If such things are there, then you should know that they may be surveilling on you. What about your neighbors? Do you know your neighbors? Do you know the security personnel within your area? Do you know the OCs of the police around you? We need to know all this, their numbers in the case. And then you should as well have, we always encourage people to form village security committees. We have seen people forming circles, forming what, but let's come up with the village security committees where we can participate. You can participate physically, you can participate by sending reinforcement, tips or like that. And then you give advice. And then people moving around should be checked. Let's own this country. Let's own our villages. Let's own our homes. Don't simply open. The Baganda said, that whoever comes, but not whoever comes home, that should open and leave them to move up to their bedroom. They should have some limits. Uganda is our country, is our motherland. No one will take care of it apart from you and me. You, the listeners of Magic FM, I'm calling upon you to be sensitive, to be serious of our own security here. No one will love this country more than you. And this is our land. This is where we belong. So as you are moving, don't say that I'm not concerned. If you find a person, looks a new person within the area, stop and greet him. Be courteous, greet a person. Good morning, Mr. Kent. How are you? May I assist you? Look a new person within our area. And you wait for his response. If the person gives you a very bad response or no response, you take note of that and pass that information to the second person. That person should also, or should as well involve that. When you keep on asking that those criminals, if at all they are criminals, they may fear and go away. Another issue is that in fighting terrorism is a societal fight. It involves the society. And we are in a season, or a festive season. in two in one. I would like to call upon Ugandans, my fellow Ugandans, wherever you are. As I mentioned it, that Uganda is our motherland, is our country. We are in politics. We are encouraging you to follow the regulations, the laws, to follow the guidelines of the security agencies. You know, campaigning along roads, you may not have that chance of checking who is who. People may come in with other sinister motives, with intentions of hurting others, to cause blame, to start you call it a blame game?
Yes.
Let's look at that. We are not saying that don't campaign, but let's follow the regulations, the guidelines. What are people saying? Secondly, we know that these criminals, I mean to say the terrorists, they always prefer operating in crowded areas. So we are in such a situation that during these peak hours of the campaigns, the crowds are over everywhere. And secondly, we are in the season. We always come here during the season. During big events like Namugongo, like to tell people to be conscious of their security, and to know that anything can happen. We are not domes, but we are, but we are trying to call upon the public to be conscious of their security, to know their surroundings, to know who's seated next to who. You have experienced attacks in churches, and we can't keep mentioning, but we know what happened. We have experienced attacks in crowded areas like the 2010 bombing and these recent bombings. You recall the bombings in a bar along Gayaza Road, Komamboga. So people should come up to do that. As security, as police, we are so thankful to the public by passing this information to us. You know, we cannot fight in isolation. Let me tell you, this country, Uganda, is like as if it's an island of peace. Let's look at our neighbors around. I wouldn't want to mention so and so and so, but what is happening within, just within our neighbors? These are some of the causes of these. I wouldn't want to use some vulgar language. These attacks. People get that chance of having to do whatever they were intending to do in those areas, and then they bring us those fun attacks here. Look at the attack of Rubiriha. What about this most recent attack? It's violence. Bundibujo and whatever. All these are happening there. Do you recall around September there? Can I call it a film which was released on social media by one person from a certain organization or religion, calling upon others, including Uganda, they should go to Congo and join some of those, such that they can come back and wipe out the Kafiris. We are all Ugandans regardless of our differences in religion, denominations, our what. We are all one. And we need to be together to fight this scourge. Whether you are what or what, and in the moment you have come across such a thing, please, you can pass that information to us. You can assist us. Let's assist ourselves to see that at least we don't have such attacks again. As I mentioned, that we are in the festivities, the politics, the crowds are everywhere. Let's be careful. Let's try to find out who's who amidst us, who's who among us. One may look or may want to show that he is a very strong supporter, but with some sinister motives. I would call upon whoever is involved in this game, please, to be mindful. I wouldn't want to scare people, but we are prepared. We are everywhere. We are trying our level best to ensure that at least we can be at the top of the game. Terrorism, as I mentioned, that it is a societal fight. It's a fight for the weak. These people go hiding. They call it seek and hide and what? Hide and seek game. They come hiding. They do things in isolation. They just
in a camouflage.
In a camouflage, that's it, the word. Thank you very much. In a camouflage. So, you who are there, you are our eyes, and we always say that the best weapon in the fight against terrorism is this eye. This eye. So let's open our eyes as Ugandans. Let's be together. When you look at whatever is happening, don't wait. The Baganda say, don't wait. Come up straight forward and pass that information such that we can react. We can act immediately. Let's have quick and timely information about what is happening within our areas. We have had people coming up with the pangas, cutting, scaring. These are all signs of what? Terror. Thefts, these common thefts. But the pangas, how many people have been killed using pangas? I mentioned it that when you are talking about terrorism, don't think about throwing bombs only. But we have terror cells operating within us, within the society. And the communities outside there. Their intention is to cause panic. Their intention is to cause fear. Their intention is to sabotage the good plans brought into by the leaders. Their intention is to cause disharmony within the society. Now, for that purpose, wherever you are, you listening to this radio station, the Magic FM, please don't wait. Don't say that I'm not concerned. Don't say that this is for security agencies or security personnel, because you never know. Anything can happen behind you. If not you, your relative. If not your relative, any other person can be injured. And if maybe Uganda, you're a fellow Ugandan, as Ugandans, we should be like our body. When something touches the knee, even the eye will feel it. If anything touches the toe, even the hair will feel it. So let's come together to fight this scourge.
Maybe I'll be coming back to you, Senior Superintendent.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'll be coming back to defying terrorism and thereafter countering that terrorism.